It's fascinating when you think about it. Forget your CV, your LinkedIn profile for a moment. Really, the most powerful thing about you, the thing that follows you around, it's that story. The story that gets told about you when you're not even in the room. We're talking reputation. It's like this silent operating system running underneath everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a huge asset, maybe the biggest one. And we've been digging into sources that really hammer home why you've got to guard it fiercely, because it acts as shorthand. The world moves so fast, nobody's got the time to deeply investigate who you really are. They just rely on that story.
Okay, get the importance, but why does it sometimes seem to trump raw talent? I mean, isn't skill what gets you in the door?
That's where this cricket analogy we found really shines. It's quite insightful. Think about it. You've got this explosive young batsman, right? Bags of talent, hits sixes, but maybe a bit unpredictable. Then you have the veteran, the wall, maybe less flashy, but incredibly consistent, reliable. Now, when the pressure's on, the selectors, they're not just picking the best bat for a sunny day. They pick the name they trust when things look dicey, when the sky clouds over, basically. Reputation, which is really just perceived risk for others, it often wins out over raw ability when it matters most.
Right, okay. So it's about managing risk for the people relying on you. So this isn't just vanity then, not PR spin. If it's not a mask, what is it?
Good question. It boils down to the pattern in your behavior. That's what people latch onto. It becomes your identity over time. And it's earned. You absolutely cannot buy it. It has to come from consistency.
Consistency, like that story about Arjun, the Chaiwala, outside church gate. That really stuck with me. His tea wasn't, revolutionary, same as the next stall. But his queue is always the longest. Why?
Exactly. It was that one consistent, slightly unusual thing he did. People called him Honest Arjun. Why? Because during that chaotic morning rush, if he accidentally overcharged someone by, say, 10 rupees, you'd make a point of calling them back every single time to return it. That small, repeated act built this incredible sense of, integrity, reliability. In that busy, messy environment, people weren't just lining up for tea. They were lining up for that feeling of honesty, trust.
Wow. Buying trust for 10 rupees, that's quite something. But that brings up clarity, right? If it's about a pattern, how do you ensure people see the right pattern, the one you want?
Clarity is key, because you're basically making it easy for people. You're reducing their mental effort to classify you if you try to be everything. I'm the fixer and the innovator and super reliable and always calm. It gets muddled. You end up being kind of nothing specific. A strong reputation needs an anchor. One clear, memorable trait helps people summarize you instantly. Like, oh yeah, she's the one who always hits deadlines.
That makes sense. Be known for something specific. But reputations aren't always built fairly, are they? What about attacks? Gossip? We looked at that case, Smita, the project manager. Someone started whispering she wasn't collaborative.
Yeah, and that's the danger zone. Reputations often get rewritten in rooms you're not in. Smita's move was smart. She didn't just argue or get defensive. That rarely works. Instead, she let her behavior become the evidence, strategically. She started proactively documenting every collaborative step, shared meeting notes widely, made a big public show of giving credit to team members, asked colleagues for advice frequently, showing she valued their input. She was changing the pattern, creating this trail of evidence that just made the whispers look silly.
Irrelevant.
So, actions louder than words, but documented actions. Very clever. Okay, shifting gears slightly, what about the digital world? Our online footprint, it's permanent, right? Like a digital address. It really is. And you need to build, let's call them 2 digital moats around your story. Your reputation. First moat is proof. You have to actively publish things that demonstrate your value. Case studies, project outcomes, maybe articles, actual work samples. Show, don't just tell. The second moat is pattern. This is about consistent online presence. Your comments, your posts, your interactions, do they consistently align with the identity you want? If you want to be known as, say, the thoughtful analyst, your online activity needs to reflect that insight regularly, not just once in a blue moon.
Proof and pattern. Build those digital walls. So let's tie this together for everyone listening. What's the big takeaway here?
It's like compound interest, really, a strong reputation. It just makes everything easier, it reduces friction, doors open more easily, opportunities find you, often without you having to push so hard. Think of it like a credit score, but for your character. Good score, better terms.
Better terms in life. I like that. And it's not about being perfect, is it? You mentioned that earlier.
No, definitely not. Perfection isn't believable anyway. True trust isn't built on someone never making a mistake. It's built on knowing that when they do mess up, they'll own it, they'll fix it, they'll learn, and they'll grow. That's trustworthy. Look, The reality is, you already have a reputation right now, whether you consciously built it or not. So the real question, the challenge is, was that reputation chosen by you? Or just kind of assigned to you by default?
That's powerful. You either define your story or others define it for you. So the final thought for you to chew on. What's the one line, the single sentence you want people to think of the moment your name comes up? Decide what that is, and then start earning it today, consistently.